Once upon a gloomy night, a young woman named Emily decided to embark on a solitary stroll through the eerie woods near her village. The moon, shrouded in thick clouds, cast a haunting glow upon her path as she wandered deeper into the darkness. As Emily ventured further, she noticed a soft, whispering breeze that seemed to carry a chilling message, warning her to turn back. Ignoring her instinctive fear, she continued on, curiosity enveloping her. Suddenly, the rustling of branches echoed throughout the stillness. Her heart pounded in her chest as Emily turned, only to find herself surrounded by looming shadows. Panic soared through her veins as an icy hand grazed her shoulder, causing her to gasp in terror. Against her better judgment, she summoned the courage to investigate the source of the chilling touch. Cautiously, she followed a narrow path that appeared before her, leading her deeper into the heart of the forest. As Emily made her way, the path unraveled into a labyrinth of twisted trees and tangled bushes. The moon's feeble attempts to pierce the blackened canopy only intensified the feeling of impending doom that permeated the air. She stumbled upon a dilapidated cabin hidden amongst the towering foliage. The windows, consumed by darkness, appeared as vacant hollow eyes staring back at her. Despite the overwhelming sense of trepidation, Emily felt an inexplicable pull towards the mysterious dwelling. Opening the creaking door, she stepped into a haunting silence. The room was dimly lit by a solitary candle, casting eerie shadows along the decaying walls. The air was heavy with a nauseating scent, a mixture of dampness and decay. Suddenly, she heard a low, guttural growl emanating from a corner. A shiver raced down her spine as she recoiled in horror. Startled, she noticed a pair of bloodshot eyes gleaming in the darkness, fixing their gaze upon her. Frantically, Emily tried to flee but found herself paralyzed, incapable of moving as the creature approached with an unsettling grace. Its gnarled, jagged claws reached out towards her, puncturing the silence with a menacing hiss. Just as all seemed lost, a faint glimmer of sunlight streamed through a crack in the cabin's roof, startling the creature. Seizing the opportunity, Emily managed to break free from its grip and sprinted towards the fading light. As she burst out of the derelict cabin and into the open air, she stumbled upon the path she had followed earlier. Dashing through the menacing woods, she could still hear the creature's enraged cries behind her, fueling her desperate escape. Finally, Emily emerged from the thicket, gasping for breath. She had survived the eerie ordeal, forever haunted by the memory of her solitary walk. From that day forward, she would forever be cautious of venturing into the darkness alone, aware that sinister forces may lurk in the depths of solitude. Once upon a time, in a small town surrounded by dense forests, there lived a young boy named Oliver. One gloomy autumn evening, while the sun was setting and casting eerie shadows, Oliver's parents went out of town, leaving him alone with his loyal dog, Max. Feeling a bit adventurous, Oliver decided to take Max for a walk through the creepy woods nearby. As they entered the forest, a chilling breeze swept through the air, causing the leaves to rustle with an unsettling sound. Oliver's heart started pounding, but he pressed on, convincing himself it was just his imagination running wild. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the light from the setting sun began to fade, shrouding everything in darkness. Suddenly, Max started growling aggressively towards the thick bushes ahead. Oliver's blood ran cold as he heard strange whispers echo through the trees, as if the forest itself was alive. Determined to uncover the source of the whispers, Oliver fought through his fear and carefully pushed aside the undergrowth. To his horror, he discovered an abandoned cabin hidden in the heart of the woods. It looked weathered and derelict, as if it hadn't been inhabited for decades. The whispers grew louder, seeming to come from within the cabin's decaying walls. Driven by curiosity and against his better judgment, Oliver stepped inside. Instantly, a soul-chilling sensation crept up his spine and the door slammed shut behind him, trapping him inside. The whispers intensified, now echoing through the cabin's corridors, each more sinister than the last. As he frantically tried to escape, Oliver realized the whispers were not just voices, but the tormenting spirits of the long-deceased children who had met their tragic fates in the very forest he had entered. They whispered their dark secrets and tales of sorrow, surrounding him in an ethereal embrace. With every step, the whispers intensified, filling Oliver's ears with haunting rhymes and eerie chants. The spirits played cruel tricks on him, summoning illusions of his worst nightmares. His vision blurred, the line between reality and nightmare becoming indistinguishable. Just as Oliver was losing all hope, Max came to the rescue, breaking down the cabin door and pulling him out. Together, they raced back through the menacing forest. The whispers faded, replaced by the familiar sounds of nature. Since that spine-chilling evening, Oliver never dared to venture into the woods alone again. He couldn't shake the feeling that the spirits still lingered, waiting for the next unsuspecting victim to walk into their realm of eternal darkness. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled deep within the woods, lived two brothers named Jack and Sam. They were known to be incredibly close and shared a strong bond. One gloomy evening, as the sun was setting, Sam suggested they take a solitary stroll through the eerie village to explore the mysteries it held. Reluctantly, Jack agreed, and they set off on their venture. The dense fog enveloped the village, making it impossible to see beyond a few meters. Shadows danced ominously, whispering secrets to the brothers as they passed dilapidated houses and abandoned alleyways. As they continued their walk, an unexplained chill permeated the air. Jack couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. His uneasiness grew with each step they took deeper into the village. Suddenly, a faint sound echoed through the deserted streets, making the brothers stop in their tracks. They strained their ears, trying to discern what the sound could be. It seemed like distant cries for help, barely audible above the chilling wind. Concerned, they followed the sound, hoping to find the source and offer assistance. As they approached an ancient cemetery, the brothers noticed a flickering light emanating from a nearby mausoleum. Curiosity overwhelmed them, and they gingerly pushed open the creaking door. Inside, the sight that awaited them would forever be etched into their memories. A dimly lit chamber revealed a ghastly scene. A circle of cloaked figures encircled a sinister-looking altar, chanting in a language unknown to the brothers. Fear gripped Jack as he realized they had stumbled upon a secret cult performing a dark ritual. The horrifying cries they had heard were those of innocent victims being sacrificed to appease unholy entities. Unable to tear their eyes away from the macabre sight, the brothers knew they had to escape. They tiptoed backward, desperately trying not to attract attention. But fortune had abandoned them as the creaking door betrayed their presence, causing the cultists to turn their malevolent gazes towards the trembling brothers. In sheer panic, Jack and Sam ran, their hearts pounding in synchrony, as the cultists chased them through the desolate village. They darted through alleyways, blindly hoping to find an escape route. But the village, once familiar, transformed into a labyrinth of horror, shifting and morphing with every turn they took. Exhausted, their pursuers closing in, the brothers stumbled upon an abandoned cabin hidden within dense foliage. With no other options left, they rushed inside, desperately seeking sanctuary. Inside, the decrepit cabin whispered its own tale of horror. The walls were adorned with ancient symbols, and the air reeked of decay. Frightened and trapped, they realized they had entered the domain of an even more malevolent presence. Terrifying shadows danced on the walls, sinister laughter echoed through the room, and from the depths of darkness emerged a grotesque figure. Its eyes glowed with a menacing intensity, and its twisted voice filled the air, promising a fate worse than death for the intruders. In a final surge of courage, the brothers fought back, using whatever objects they could find as makeshift weapons. Miraculously, they managed to wound the wicked entity, forcing it to retreat into the shadows. Gasping for breath, Jack and Sam stumbled out of the haunted cabin, the village now eerily silent. The fog lifted, and the night sky revealed itself. They ran until they reached their humble home, vowing never to speak of what they witnessed. To this day, Jack and Sam's walk through the village remains etched in their minds as the most harrowing and bone-chilling experience of their lives. The horrors they encountered and the evil unleashed upon that cursed night would forever haunt their dreams, solidifying their belief in the true darkness that lurks within the world.